Forge gang, let's go! Gang activity coming at you. This is where we're at. Alright, this is Warhammer, the host with the most, the Forge Master, coming at you with every single death in Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Fist Explosion. If Goku can't do it, then who can do it? Alright. So anyways, the title is a little bit long for this movie, but it's a fairly good film. The plot line is actually fairly good, and the animation is really great. So anyways, at the very start of this movie, Tapion's little brother, Minoshia, dies because he is stomped on by the lower half of Haru-Dagarn. Minoshia dies by being stomped down to death. And then later, the lower part of Haru-Dagarn is released by Hoi, a wizard, and it stomps on and absorbs the dead energy or the dead life force of a few hundred people in some city, and then later it also attacks West City. Now, this is the only movie that Great Saya Man and Saya Girl actually appear. It is very bizarre because this is the only movie where you see Saya Man, Gohan's superhero alter ego, like Superman, so it's Saya Man. And anyways, Tapion has a flashback where he tells Bulma the story of planet Kolkats and how this ancient demon god was sealed up after a large war in stone, but then the ancestors of Hoi, or this fellow race of Hoi, used some sort of an enchanted ancient spell to release Haru-Dagarn from stone, and then Haru-Dagarn attacked and destroyed and killed billions of people all over planet Kalkox. And then in a final duel, some wizard or whatever created these enchanted artifacts, or found these ancient artifacts from inside a cave that would stop the demonic god Haru-Dagarn from destroying their planet. It was 2 swords and also a seashell. The seashell basically stunned and halted Haru-Dagarn, and the swords cut him in 2. So each half of Haru-Dagarn was entrapped in the bodies of Tapion and Minoshia, and they were sealed away in these magic jars or something and sent to opposite ends of the universe. But Hoi, the last of the Saphar or Sapphire race, found and killed Minoshia and freed the lower part of Haru-Dagarn. And then Goku and the Z Fighters mistakenly used the Dragon Balls to free Tapion from the enchanted music box. And if Tapion ever goes to sleep, it will release the upper half of Haru-Dagarn. Regardless, Tapion is overcome, and both of the 2 halves of Haru-Dagarn are freed from the other dimension they were trapped in and reunited as one. And the demonic god, the demonic war god Haru-Dagarn returns and starts killing thousands of people in West City and eating and devouring their life force energy and absorbing it for power. And to make matters worse, he can literally dematerialize and rematerialize into smoke. And it seems almost as if Haru-Dagarn is virtually indestructible. Not even Super Scions and fusion into Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is a match for Harudegarn. He just goes into this giant cocoon and transforms into this super giant monkey-faced golden giant insect with wings and stuff. And he just turns into smoke and shoots out fire and electric beams and stuff. Now Hoi, who thinks that he can control Harudegarn, loses control once Harudegarn transforms into his super true second form, and he is actually stepped on by the powerful monster Harudegarn, and Hoi is killed by Harudegarn. So Hoi is dead now, and that is the end of the Saofar race. They are extinct. Well, anyways, Tapion tries to use the magic seashell and tries to entrap Harudegarn's spirit into his body and tells Trunks to kill him, but Trunks won't do it. So Harudegarn is freed, and he literally just goes on a very big destructive warpath. Then a Super Saiyan 3 Goku appears and uses a powerful golden raging Shenlong-like Dragon Fist energy attack, a new technique that Goku invents, and it impales or incapacitates Harudegarn. Then it surrounds and ensnares him, and in a great flash of light, the demon war god Harudegarn is destroyed and dies instantly. Goku is in his base form, or he's still in Super Saiyan 3 form, and he stands victorious. Tapion uses the time capsule that Bulma had from Trunks. So apparently Trunks left in this movie only, not in Dragon Ball Super, just in this movie. After the Cell arc, when future Trunks returned to his own timeline, he gave the time capsule that future Cell used to go into the past from his timeline, and he gave that to Bulma. Bulma repairs that time capsule, gets it up and running, and at the end of this movie, Tapion goes back in time to planet Calcuts to try to change the events of the present. And one of the last things that Tapion does before he goes back in time, thousands of years into the past, he gives his sword to Trunks. And it is almost exactly the same sword that future Trunks used to kill Mecha Frieza in the main Dragon Ball Z timeline, and also the one that was broken by android number 18. It was also the one that Trunks used to kill android number 14 in that other movie. So anyways, at the end of the movie, in the end credits, we see scenes of future Trunks killing the elite the elite King Cold Guard are killing King Cold elites, Frieza, and his father King Cold. And that's pretty much every single death in Dragon Ball Z Dragon Fist Explosion. If Goku can't do it, then who can? Well, this is the final movie of Dragon Ball Z. Now, I still gotta do the OVA, the plan to eradicate the Scions, but I think that it's safe to say that this is the end of my review of every death in Dragon Ball Z. I will be going into Dragon Ball GT next. So, keep watching.